members move up the ranks from police officer to sergeant to lieutenant to maybe a chief one day. And we're gonna help our traffic brothers from moving up from TEA level to traffic supervisor. That's our goal. As I speak in front of you guys tonight, we have at least 305 persons who registered for the upcoming traffic supervisory exam, which is gonna take place on end of February. So we have over 300 people who registered to become a traffic supervisor. So this is my mission. As we go in the coming months, we're gonna have sergeant tests that will be coming up, and we will help our members to pass those tests. This is our mission. Second thing is we're gonna help our members get into investigative tracks. I will and my team will talk to different department heads. For instance, if they want to go to ESU, which is like an elite service, pretty much when a cop needs help, they call ESU, in a heavy job, or we can help them with them becoming a detective. We'll talk to the department heads for them to get looked at for becoming a detective. We will conduct recruitment drives targeting established Bangladeshi communities. We'll get in touch with NYPD, FDNY, Department of Corrections, recruitment units. We will bring them to our different street fairs, parades, and different Bangladeshi saturated areas throughout New York City so they can help them recruit our community members. We would also reach out to media outlets if we know anything about NYPD related or federal, state, or city related jobs. We'll reach out to the media so you guys can spread the word out that different governments are hiring for jobs. We'll continue to host town hall meetings with NYPD executives where our community members can ask directly to NYPD executives different questions, different concerns they have for our community. We will bring community awareness throughout New York City. We want to talk about domestic violence. As you guys know, domestic violence is a big issue in our community. Every single day, people are filing multiple reports, for domestic violence issues. It's not getting reported, it's underreported crime. A lot of our members of our community are a victim of domestic violence and they're not coming forward. So we do want to have an awareness with our community members to come forward, if they're dealing with any domestic violence. We will talk about crime prevention. As you know, in our community we have a lot of members and our community members were affected by recent scams. For instance, IRS scam. People calling our community members saying that they have a warrant out for their arrest and they will go to jail if they don't send them let's say a store card or Target card or whatnot. And people are actually listening to those scammers and sending those gift cards out to the scammers. Let me tell you one thing, IRS or any types of federal government or city government, even NYPD, will not call your home and ask you for money. They will send a letter, IRS, and then if it's NYPD, and if there is a warrant, we're not gonna tell you before we knock on your door, We'll get you before we even notify you, all right? So please be careful, let our community know that these scams must stop. Recently, I'm aware of a few other scams, Uber scam. I don't know if you guys know about it. Our brothers and sisters who's driving Uber in this community, pretty much someone who pretends to be a call center agent from Uber, telling them, give us your username, we want to update your app or whatnot. Sometimes they fall for it, they give it to the pretend Uber agent, and pretty much that scammer wipes out their account. for the whole week. Sometimes it could be $2,000, sometimes it could be $3,000. You know, I have seen up to $5,000 being wiped out from those scammers. You know, they're scamming our Uber drivers. We will talk about youths and drugs. It's another big issue that we do want to focus on for our youths. A lot of our youths, they're immigrants and they're coming from Bangladesh, and you know, they are mingling with bad crowd. You know, a lot of them taking marijuana, you know, yaba, you know, all those sorts of drugs. And we do want to talk to our parents and then inform them that what to look for if their youths are taking drugs, what signs they might look for to prevent those types of things. We want to keep our children safe. We will have our awareness, you know, for our youngsters, you know, who's going to primary school, those who are gullible, you know, vulnerable, not to talk to strangers and sort of things like that. We'll have we'll work with our community affairs people to have child ID program in our next program. So when you guys see, we'll have a child ID program. And my first vice president, he works for community affairs, so he will help us out in regards to that. We will have blood drives in our Bangladeshi community. You know, it's everybody's issue. It's not only Bangladeshi community, you know, it's every community's issue. There is a shortage of blood, and I don't want my members and our community to come forward to donate blood. Not only help us, but help other communities, because we live in this community, you know. It's not only Bangladeshi community, it's a community in whole. It's a multicultural society that we live in, and we do need, you know, to spread the word out about donating blood. We will visit different houses of worship. It's important because I don't know if you guys are aware of recent mass shootings happening in different houses of worship. You know, we'll go to different houses of worship and pretty much educate them, you know, what to do and what not to do for them to be a victim of mass shootings. So we'll do the education process. We'll visit Bangladeshi saturated areas and inform them about how to interact, how to have positive interaction with law enforcement. Filing proper police reports, obtaining police reports, social media do's and don'ts, good persons to contact in different law enforcement agencies. We'll disseminate job information on our website, www.nypdbapa.org, and on our social media sites, so our members and our community can benefit from different government jobs. Lastly, I don't want to take this too long, you know. Lastly, for our media partners in here, we will assist you guys to get press passes, all right, from the department, so you guys can have easier access to go to different crime scenes or any scenes that it might prevent you guys from going there because you don't have press passes. So we'll assist you in getting that press pass from our department. One person that is not here tonight with us is my media liaison, Detective John Sowers. He went to Bangladesh on a family trip, so I do miss him, and I wish him best of luck in Bangladesh. You know, hopefully he's having a good time. I'm sure we can accomplish many things with the help of BAPA members, our community, and our media partners. BAPA will continue to be a bridge between our community and the police department. Now, I would like to have my first vice president to go over some of the things that we'll go over tonight.
Assalamu alaikum everyone.